The Integration Awakening. When medicine remembers its sacred name. The mental health revolution sweeping through contemporary culture represents far more than a therapeutic trend. It signals the return of an ancient healing paradigm to a world wounded by patriarchal fragmentation. This movement marks a fundamental shift from an elimination consciousness, which seeks to cut away dysfunction and medicate symptoms, to an integration consciousness that aims to restore wholeness through the sacred reunion of all parts. What appears as a widespread mental health crisis may in fact be widespread spiritual intelligence responding appropriately to imbalanced systems, urging a collective transformation. This emerging paradigm reframes mental suffering not as individual pathology, but as sacred information about systemic dysfunction. Contemporary mental health discourse increasingly recognizes that complex PTSD, anxiety epidemics, and widespread depression are often natural responses to cultural systems built on domination, competition, and spiritual disconnection. From this perspective, the body's wisdom, panic attacks, chronic fatigue, and nervous breakdowns is the psyche's protest against living arrangements that violate our essential nature as relational, embodied spiritual beings. Anxiety might signal a misalignment with authentic purpose, while depression could indicate soul starvation in a culture that denies meaning. This awakening embodies the return of Sophia consciousness, the divine wisdom that descends into matter to seed it with consciousness. It manifests in holistic approaches that honor the mind-body-spirit trinity as indivisible and see symptoms as information rather than pathology. Alongside Sophia is the archetype of Maria, conscious receptivity and embodiment, which appears in therapeutic modalities emphasizing somatic awareness, trauma-informed care, and nervous system regulation. Healing is understood to happen through co-regulation and safe relationships, not heroic isolation. This is mirrored in the prevalence of the wounded healer archetype. Therapists, coaches, and communities who transform personal suffering into compassionate service for collective healing. We are the threshold generation, standing at a crossroads where dying paradigms meet nascent possibilities. The choice is between further descent into fragmented isolation or a conscious evolution toward integrated wholeness. Every therapeutic conversation, every moment of somatic awareness, and every choice for community over isolation becomes an act of conscious participation in this collective healing. When therapy remembers its sacred origins, therapia meaning attendance and service to the divine, it transforms back into what it always was, a consciousness technology for remembering our divine nature through the loving integration of all aspects of self,
Please like and subscribe for more daily
and
cosmos
philosophy.